You're listening to Navid Moosa of the Mindset Movement. Good day, good people. My name is Navid Moosa. I'm your host today and always for the Mindset Movement. First time listeners, thanks for giving us a shot. We know there's a lot of information out there, yet you choose to stop here and give us an opportunity, and we appreciate that. Long-time listeners, thank you for your loyalty. We love you just as much, if not more. Listen, each and every week we get into it right away. I respect your time, my time, and the team's time. So no different this week. I'm going to talk about your surroundings. Now, normally when we hear be careful of your surroundings, watch your surroundings, beware of your surroundings. It's from a, when you're parking the car or when you're going somewhere with your kids in a public location, you don't want no one to steal your kids. It's things like that, right? Quick example, if I go to a restaurant with a family member who's in law enforcement, they have to sit a particular way because they've always been trained not to have their back face a particular way, right? So every time we go out to eat, he needs to face the entrance. He always faces the entrance and stuff like that because he wants to see who's coming and going. So he's mindful of his surroundings, right? I want to talk about that, but not in that fashion. I want to talk about the people we surround ourselves with. And here's why. Whenever I meet somebody new, I size them up, I assess them, right? Okay, is this somebody who I can help bring value to their life? And is this someone who can help me bring value to mine? Right. So even if they don't bring value to my life and I can bring value to theirs, all right, I'm gonna mess with you, right? I'm gonna see if we can make something work together. Because as long as you're benefiting, I'm cool with it. Now, as long as you're not bringing toxicity to my life, then we'll do something. But if you're not bringing value, but are bringing toxicity, it's just not going to work. But sometimes what I realize is we don't reassess the relationships we have had in the past or currently have that are good relationships. Just because it's good and it's going fine doesn't mean it's actually one that you can grow with. Excuse me. And here's what I mean by that. Is it safe to say that you are the same person you were 5 years ago? No, it's not, right? You're not the same person. You've changed. Sorry, Chris, let's change that. Is it safe to say you are not the same person you were 5 years ago? No, you've changed, right? So the people who you have in your lives within the past 5 years, or 5 years ago, I guess how you want to phrase it, they were in your life because you were at a certain point in your life and you felt you needed them in this particular manner. And for one reason or another, that relationship has grown or stayed the same or it's status quo. But how can I phrase this? It is good, in my opinion, to sometimes reassess why you have people sometimes in your phone book, in your phone number, in your contacts. Damn, I said phone book. That's dating myself. In your contact list in your phone. And here's why I say that. I was having a discussion with someone I've known for over half my life. And it was just a casual discussion. And she said she was showing me somebody's social media page and was basically kind of making fun of who this other person who's posting these videos, and they're good videos in the sense of where the message is good. They're like about self-empowerment, woman empowerment, encouraging daily affirmations, stuff like that. The message was good, but I guess the amount of likes or engagement were really minimal according to the person who I'm talking to. The person I'm talking to says, she goes, look at this stuff. Look at this. Look what she's doing. I mean, she's a good person, but she's only got 2, 3, got one person. She needs to stop. She needs to stop. First of all, I'm like, hold up. I had a timeout. I'm like, why are you showing me this? I don't care about this, with all due respect. I'm not here to talk about other people. All right. So that was the first flag, right? Because that's never our conversations. So to see this side of her was kind of disturbing. So that was number one. Number two, She kept saying she needs to stop, give up. This is not working, whatever. I'm thinking to myself, if this is somebody who you follow, this is somebody who you, and engage with, entertain with, why wouldn't you just approach them, whether DM them or whatever, and say, hey, I noticed this. Here's some suggestions. Instead of just saying she should just stop, like give some feedback maybe. And last but not least, the person I'm talking to, it's not like they've got this huge following or all this, this stuff. Now she has a love-hate relationship with social media, kind of like I do too. I'm working on it. But it just got me thinking that, well, if she thinks like this, and I've known her half my life, and if this is going to be the new pattern of how she's thinking, why the hell do I want that person around? Right? Because are if we are to surround ourselves, and I highly encourage this too, obviously, I mean, if we are to, and we should surround ourselves with positive individuals, those who know more than us, right? You should always be the dumbest in the room. Is something I've always said, and something I've always heard other people say too. You never want to be the smartest person in the room. So if we're always surrounding ourselves with that, why would you want someone who for one reason, joins your circle, your circle of life, I want to phrase it, and they were good, but now they've gone to this kind of mentality of a very negative space. And so it kind of just makes you think that, damn, is this an anomaly? Like I just caught them on a bad day, or is this something that this is their new path? And after she was discussing this, and I kind of squashed it because I didn't want to hear. Again, I don't like. There's no reason for people to talk about other people in negative fashion. All right, it's not productive at all, in my opinion. I started to replay the other conversations that I've had with this person, and it's like the signs were there; they just weren't as strong, I guess you can say. And I replayed one conversation, and then different conversation, another one, and it slowly evolved to where it is now. I just didn't catch it. I'm like, damn, she's actually been like this for a while. It just progressed to this point. So I have to, I'm going, I don't have to, I'm going to make the decision of saying, I'm going to just limit my interaction with them. I'm just going to minimize it to the bare, to what it just has to be. It sounds messed up because I've known this person for a very, very long time, but it's something, in my opinion, I need to do for myself. I need for my self-care, my self-health, my self-mental health. I don't want to be around a person who just goes through social media or just, and just criticizes people. Oh, stop this. I mean, really? You want to discourage? I mean, you're a female yourself. This is another female. And you want to discourage her to stop what she's doing instead of encouraging her to maybe change a format or give her some kind of feedback. Right. So it made me wonder, who else am I associating with that's kind of followed or is following this same footstep? Because I don't want that person in my life. I don't need them in my life. As a business professional, as a family man, as a proudful father, as a God-fearing man, husband, I do not want someone like that influencing my life directly or indirectly. And I would strongly encourage you to think about that. Like, you've had people in your lives for such a long time. I'm not telling you to reassess every last single one. Like, oh, this is my brother. He's screwing up. Family's family, don't get me wrong. But just in general, you kind of want to see, take inventory. Take inventory, be aware, just look at what you surround yourself with, by individuals. And see, is there someone who's indirectly influencing you that shouldn't be influencing you? If you're going through a rut or something like that, at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself. No one is. But you're also responsible for feeding yourself mentally for whatever it is, what kind of energy you want to feed yourself. So, and just my thought, something I was thinking of, thought would be a good episode to record about. Hopefully it was. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all I got for you guys today. Listen, thanks for stopping in and tuning in. Really appreciate it. And each and every week, I end the podcast the same way, and that is do right by the client. Just do right by the client. If you do right by the client, everything else will fall into place. I promise you. Do right by the client, and everything else will fall into place. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Be respectful to each other. See you guys till next week. Have a great week. Take care.